Okay then lads, we are back. Last episode we played the female at 1981 of the gallery. We're gonna go with the male this time. Yes. Yeah. The reason why it said that there was like, oh, do you want to delete your old game? Is because that's the save file I use just to get all the audio levels correct, even though you can't actually change the audio levels in the game. Like as we know from last episode, the music's so loud compared to like the rest of the game.
The subject's auburn hair has been accentuated by the artist's use of alizarin crimson. It's often used to paint blood. It makes for a truly evocative frame in which to nestle such a powerful visage. The artist mainly used filbert and round brushes to really perfect the curvature of the model's features.
Is that a guy or a girl?
It's the same guy?
Maybe neither.
Fair play. It's a dope piece.
It's for sale if you're interested. We only showcase portraits by undiscovered artists. All of the proceeds go to them, so any support is huge.
Yeah, I would, but I've got the next 20 years paying off my student loans, so...
Fair play. What can I show you next?
Does this guy transcend space-time?
I've had a good look around, actually, and I can't find what I came to see. The portrait of my princess, Ziggy Ray.
The fuck's
Arriving
Ziggy Ray?
tomorrow. It'll be on display in our main exhibition room, exclusively for the weekend.
Got it. Well, I'll come through then.
See you soon, sir.
Got a clicker. Why has he got a clicker?
No flash photography, sir.
Oh, I
sorry,
get it.
Man. No cap. You got the best portrait exhibition in London. Congrats.
Thanks. You can take off your face mask if you want. I won't tell if you won't.
Safe. So listen, this girl I met on a dating app says that you've got a little side hustle.
What are you after?
An eighth?
Oh, he's a dealer.
45.
Come on, man. Do it for 25.
It's
No
pure
chance.
indica. Do you want it or not?
This is all I've got.
Nope.
Then I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Paid in full or get out.
Have a good day.
I can see where this is going. Lads, I already know how this is going to go. It's pretty clever, actually. I think all of the choices are going to be the same. But with, like, so for example, when we were the girl, the choice there was, do you want to go on a date or not? And I was like, yes. Okay. So I think if we had said yes to this guy, it would be effectively like saying, yes, we're going to go on a date, but then we're going to stand him up and he's not going to get his drugs. So then he won't help later on. But because we said no there, it's going to change something. That's how I think it's going to work. We'll see. So I wonder if the history of what we did in 1981, is it affected here? Like, was this place blown up?
Guys, I'm stupidly excited about my collaboration with Turner Prize winning artist Nikki Dryden Oakes. It's my first ever portrait. I was so nervous, but I can't wait for you guys to see it. It gets unveiled tomorrow morning at Argyle Manor. Get there nice and early to show some love. Art is dope.
The same woman. All these people have like transcended, like space travel, time travelers.
Britain has been torn asunder. Over 100,000 people killed by a virus. But inequality is a true pandemic befalling the populace. What is our future? What is our future?
I like this guy's a man of the people.
Future?
What's the fucking future? Hey,
What's your
future!
picture? Eh?
Sir, please, I don't want any trouble.
Your gallery is venerating capitalist figureheads.
This is an exhibition, not a gallery.
Whatever you want to call it, stop it! Society cannot fester any longer.
Sir, please, I do understand your concerns. Just be respectful.
See it? The broken system, the chaos we head towards.
Not if we can help it.
Off you go, mate.
We'll make a friend of this guy, because I like him.
Everything all right, sir? We've had a number of complaints.
Can you tell me your
fine,
future, you
He's
cunt?
always around here shouting rubbish through that megaphone. You two should pop by tomorrow to see Ziggy Ray's portrait.
Who?
Our famous influencer, Sarge. She won a big reality TV show a few years back. She's got millions of followers.
I don't care.
Sorry.
Same,
Offer.
same mate.
Sadly, we're both on duty all weekend.
Don't care.
Totally appreciate that.
I don't care. Best answer ever. Got 43 million followers, don't care, mate. Oh, so this person. So they've just changed the wait there, is this wait. Is this game trying to be more clever, or is it actually trying to be clever? So the psychopath in the first episode was talking about, oh, is gender a construct in this, that, and the other. But in this, they've just changed the only person we've seen. There's only two people we've seen so far whose gender isn't different, and that's the black guy at the start and the crazy guy. The cop has genders are different. The main character's gender's different. I wonder if there's going to be some sort of great reveal at the end.
Is that your disappointed face?
Same actor, she's the same as
Of course
well.
not. You'd never see that.
I saw some police leaving.
Just checking up ahead of tomorrow. Welcome home, Mrs. Dryden Oaks. Shall I show you the exhibition room?
Just so happens that
Here
the
we are.
exhibition room's in my pants.
Decent little space, isn't it?
Well, you have to do something with these little places, don't you?
I made room specially. It'll be the absolute centerpiece.
You won't need that much space. Ziggy's shorter than she looks online.
You brought it with you. What about the scheduled delivery?
I cancelled it. Don't worry. The extra attention might get this lot sold as well.
Well, that is the hope.
What about these?
I was just deciding which to hang. I've only got space for one of them.
Which one were you leaning towards?
The dog. I like dogs. I'd rather have a picture of a dog than a picture of a
Cracking
human.
lady named Sam Tringford painted this of her dog, Muffin.
Her painting's better than her naming.
Amidst a lifelong struggle with depression, she rescued Muffin as a puppy. She gave her new life, new purpose, a feeling of being loved unconditionally.
The dog or the owner?
Sam painted Muffin in her prime, at her regal best, lit beautifully by natural light and staring trustingly beyond the canvas toward her owner, painter, best friend.
Oh. Oh, with a penis grab.
Not here.
In a better place, Morgan. You owe me this much, don't you?
This game, mate, this game is wild. He's getting a ham shank while looking at old people in paintings. Bro, whatever gets you off.
I knew no one would disturb us. Now guard that case with your life.
Have you noticed this guy doesn't have an
Nicky,
assistant?
I promise.
Dirty Nicky. Sticky Nicky. They call her Sticky Nicky in the inner circles. Well, she is after she's been with me.
Stupid thing.
He's got the dog on his
Sam,
phone.
I was just showing someone your portrait of Muffin.
Does she have another admirer?
Is the Pope a Catholic? Please.
How is the little scam?
Not so great, actually. I was just calling to ask about the sale proceeds from my last painting that you sold.
Oh, we robbed
Red
her.
spills. Or a lot.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll transfer the money first thing Monday morning.
Transfer it now.
My commission is going to be quite a bit, though.
It was a hard sell.
Bollocks, really? Come on, girl, let's take a break.
I mean, the main character in this deserves to die as well. I do like it either.
Every little helps, I guess.
Tell me you don't know how to mop a floor without
Hey,
telling me you
Sappy.
don't know how to mop a floor.
Hello, Morgan. How may I help you?
Call Jamie.
Calling Jamie.
Morg, you've caught me at a rather hectic moment.
Oh, I can call back.
No, it's all right.
All right, I'm just packing for Hong Kong. I've got 4 months of multitasking ahead of me anyway.
4.
Thoroughness is the buzzword.
But little Charlie,
Well, he's 10, Morg, so not quite so little anymore.
10. Really? Whoops.
Not much of a model uncle, am I?
Uncle,
I'm not
okay.
mum of the year either.
Must be hereditary.
Anyway,
Hong Kong's my last hurrah. I'm winding down after this SBR.
Whatever that is.
strategic business review.
Look, I'm sorry I'm missing this weekend. You excited? Ziggy Ray's last poster's blowing up.
It's looking very promising.
You're smoking again, Morg.
It helps me relax.
Mummy? Your nephew has just walked in. He's been asking about you all day.
I'll talk to him. Sup, my brother!
Go on, give him the phone.
Hello.
Hi, Charlie. How are you, big man?
Have you come to help Mummy pack?
Yeah. Come visit. We can play more video games while she's gone.
Mate, that sounds great.
You know the house rules on video games.
Sorry.
We'll see what we can do.
We're having a family dinner tonight. I'd love to see you.
I can't tonight. I've got a lot of work to do. I'll make it up to you.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
Wait there, I need to tell you something that I also find really weird, right? Is, you know, like in a situation like that where someone says, oh, well, will you come tonight? And you're just like, oh, well, I can't. Why would you ever say back to them, I'll make it up to you? Bro, I can't make it. You know what I mean? I haven't wronged you because I'm not going somewhere. You know what I mean? Why would you make it up to someone? That's just then saying that's then just giving them an excuse to bring that up and say like, well, you haven't. It's like holding something over you, bro. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say I'll make it up to you when it doesn't justify being made up to you. It gets on my nerves.
I know.
Someone's clicked it. Oh, I wonder if the girl's gonna be the girl from the first episode. You think it is her?
Excuse me?
It's her!
Oh, hi.
I hope you don't mind me borrowing the armchair.
That's what they're there for, customers.
Is it?
You can remove your face mask if you want.
Let's have a look.
Thanks.
It is her.
The chair's a bit rickety, you could see with the refurb. I'm looking to paint a copy of one of your portraits.
Look, madam, we're closed.
Oh, you don't usually close this early, do you?
No, but we have a big weekend ahead, and... Sorry, how did you get in? The front door should have been locked.
I'm afraid it wasn't.
My security system was armed.
I don't know what to tell you. I walked right in.
That's not possible.
Maybe you forgot.
No, I have a very good memory, thank you very much.
Well, with respect, your eyes are pretty red.
The system was top of the line.
Was?
It is. Well, a few years ago.
And never gives you any trouble. Because a lot of these systems are pre-programmed to botch after a few years.
Bro, I can't get over this, mate. You just say, tell you what, get the fuck out of me, please.
Companies to upsell. Greedy bastards. Don't worry, I turned the lot with my own hands after I came in.
It's the same story, I don't
someone
understand.
lifting any of these beautiful paintings.
Well, they aren't quite Rembrandt.
Rembrandt was overrated.
Seriously?
Yeah, just a well-versed imitator of Caravaggio.
Each to their own. Look, like I said, we've got a big day tomorrow and we're closing early.
Oh, yeah, the Dryden Oaks portrait of Ziggy Ray. How'd you pull that off?
We displayed Nikki's portraits before she became, you know.
Won the Turner Prize. And of course, there's the personal link. You know, you do a great thing here, showcasing emerging artists. Oh, I'm Dorian, by the way.
Morgan. Dorian, like...
Dorian Lee, the fashion icon.
It's a lovely name. I must say, you're the first ever reproduction artist to visit one of my exhibitions.
You mean forger?
Faithful reproduction is an art in itself, although you would be Rembrandting a Caravaggio.
Touché. Now, I've been, struggling for inspiration recently.
It's tough. That's why I gave up painting myself. I just didn't have it. I figured I'd contribute more by
Is
helping
this
those
guy?
who need it.
In that case,
No.
could I paint you? You would make an amazing subject.
Is it wait there? Is the guy we're playing the cycle from the last episode? If it is, he looks so different. Is he? Yeah, it's unbelievable what facial hair can do to someone, isn't it?
So many ways.
It is.
Really seem quite enthralling.
No, we're closed. I need you to go.
Let me start, at least.
Nope.
It's so rare to meet supporters of portraiture these days.
No.
Please? I really need this.
Nope.
I
Oh my god, you don't even have a choice.
Brilliant. Let me just reconfigure.
Mate, it's the same story. Well, I don't understand the point.
Do you want me to give you a hand?
If you take the easel, that would be great.
Sure.
Thanks. A bit further back. Take a seat. I'm sorry about my Rembrandt comment. I have some strong opinions.
It was bold, but valid. Rembrandt stole from his students for the last 10 years of his career.
Right, so I can see this story being exactly the same as the one set in the past that we've just done. Let's just try and appease this person, because I imagine everything's just going to be the same, which is pretty pathetic. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong about it. Mate, I'm sorry, now if someone comes into your establishment and they shouldn't be there looking like a school shooter, yeah. No, you wouldn't do this, no chance.
This is going to be great.
Let's finish there for tonight. I can sit for you again next week. Dorian, I need to get home.
I tell you what, I'll take some reference photos and then I won't have to come back. Can I borrow your smartphone?
Nope.
You haven't got your own?
I'm not really the smartphone type.
That's refreshing to see.
Don't. Oh my god, this guy's a moron.
I'll email them to you. If you have an email address, that is.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm not that sketchy.
Can I have my phone back, please? Okay, Dorian.
Why would you not just get up and take it?
That's an important call.
Mate, you can stand and get it yourself. She hasn't told you there's a bomb under your chair yet.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Just do it.
Stand up. And this room ends up looking like a Jackson Pollock. Have a feel under your seat. That is a PAD. Pressure activated detonator. A bomb, Morgan. It's a similar principle to a grenade. Once the safety pin is removed, the striker lever and percussion cap collide, creating a spark, which triggers the detonator. Once you sat on that chair, you became the safety pin.
This isn't real.
Go on.
Isn't it crazy how she's the same
Try
actor as the last episode, but like it's like no like big hair on girls. It looks so
Never been
attractive.
someone's muse, have you? Like
Do you want money?
Camille
There's
Claudel
nothing in
to
the till, but I
Rodin.
could transfer.
As well, like the same as him. He looked a lot more attractive when he was the serial killer
What do you want?
than like when he's like clean shaven there with like a silly haircut. It's
Be
funny as well,
smart.
right? Another thing about serial killers is I don't know if it's like obviously not all of them, but some of them are pretty like good looking guys, and that's how they manage to seduce their way into like women's lives and then just kill them. That's crazy, that isn't it? That's actually mad.
Morgan, get rid of her.
Morgan, are you there?
Yes, Nikki.
You
I.
rejected my last call. Anyway.
I need you again. I've booked our usual suite at the Ransom. 464.
I'll make my excuses at home. I'll take your silence as a yes. Don't let me down.
You can't keep me here.
Cezanne sometimes needed dozens of sittings with his subjects. Goya sometimes needed only a day. I just want the night.
Get to know her. Maybe we can get in her knickers, do you think? I think we're going to try this. Let's try seduction this time.
You clearly know your art, Dorian. But I take it you didn't learn how to make bombs at art school.
You assume I had the privilege of attending such an establishment. My mother was a survivalist who taught me and my brother to make rudimentary explosives.
Progressive parenting.
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'm just another millennial who spent too much time on the wrong internet forums.
Probably.
Whichever narrative suits.
He spent most of our life on
Interest,
Twitter.
though.
How do I know that the bomb under my chair is real?
I had a feeling you'd ask that.
Dorian? Fuck.
Now, calmly, tell me what time Nikki's painting's being delivered.
It's being delivered at 6 a.m. by a fine art transportation company. It'll be brought in through the back door, just through there.
And we have until the morning, as I'd hoped.
That's what you're really after, isn't it?
How much longer must we suffer at the whim of this government?
Art's been changed around.
They have allowed thousands to die! Come on, I know you can hear me!
He's not going to stop.
You capitalist bastard!
Okay, so I might have to play this differently. I was
We cannot and we shall not be silenced!
How did you get in here?
My uncle was a locksmith. As a teenager, I apprenticed for him and learned how to pick almost anything. Such lowly, manual jobs were all I could aspire to at that age.
But can you pick a nose?
Those aren't the hands of a painter. I'm guessing you could do with a good night's sleep, too.
My reality means I have to pursue my passion outside working hours. Anything else you want to critique to make me feel more out of place?
That's not what I was doing. Art is for all, and all are welcome at my exhibitions.
Well, that is a utopian vision. But I, like many, exist under a glass ceiling.
You think what you're doing here will break that ceiling?
You think sleeping with Nikki will save your business?
Well, I don't know how anyone could sleep
where
with
are you
Nikki.
going?
She's hideous.
Toilet. I need to wash my brushes.
You can't just leave me here, alone. Surely, what if I try to escape?
I won't clean up the mess.
Right. What we're going to do is, I'm going to let her get this briefcase. I'm not going to say anything. Let her have it. I want to see what happens. I'm doing nothing.
Hello, Sappy.
Oh,
How may I?
you have to do one or the other. If you don't do anything, it makes a choice for you. That's shit.
Help you.
Call the police.
I didn't quite catch that.
Call the police.
Call emergency services. Is this correct?
Yes.
Calling emergency.
Shit.
I wonder what your sister wanted.
So you know a bit about me.
course I do.
We have a custom lighting setup for exhibitions. The electrical board must be playing up and causing the presets to glitch.
I like it.
You didn't need to hold me hostage, you know. I'd have posed for you beyond tonight, voluntarily.
That wouldn't have set me apart.
What do you mean?
The recognition of one's work often depends on the mythos around it. You know the story of the portrait of Madame X by John Singer Sargent? Scandalized for being too sexually suggestive by the bourgeoisie of 19th century France. And now, it's one of the most famous portraits in history. Infamy is a strong currency. A hostage painting would be a watershed, don't you think?
Right, well, I agree with
this
that.
some sort of performance piece?
Yeah, let's call it that. A once-in-a-lifetime performance.
I see what you're saying. This country's changed. Fuck, the world's changed. And it hasn't been kind to my business. It used to be all about the art, but I can't help that it's an emporium now. The paintings are products, and my critiques, sales pitches.
And the vanity project of a talentless influencer is your last chance of survival. You sell out. How much commission do you take from each sale?
It's minimal. It's just to help cover my costs. My enterprise respects artists.
That is exactly what you said to me. It was a striking, naturalistic profile of my niece. It was one of my best pieces to date.
What? No, I'd have recognized you, Dorian. You must have used another name or something. Show me what you're painting. I'll recognize your style.
Admin fees, time, expertise, all reasons you gave to keep the proceeds once it was sold. You are cheating artists.
Without my exhibitions, they'd have no platform.
You have a responsibility to us. You're not a lost cause, you know.
What?
Call the artist. Make amends.
By telling them that a psychopath blew up their portrait.
These contact names. You only see the product, not the person.
Well, that's the business, isn't it? Oh, did she blow up the dog portrait?
Morgan? It's really late.
I'm calling about your painting, Sam.
I'm really sorry, but it's...
What's happened?
There was an accident. The painting was destroyed. I'm really sorry.
An accident? Are you okay?
Fine, thanks.
Do you have insurance? Could there be any compensation?
Financial compensation, you mean?
Yes.
Obviously.
Any small amount could help with Muffin's treatment.
Yes. You'll receive full remuneration for it and the last one I sold.
commission free. I know it won't bring the painting back, but...
Honestly, Morgan, the painting doesn't matter. The money will go a long way.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Gotta save the dog, haven't you?
Happy?
I'd never have told an artist about the destruction of their work. But I hope the best for Muffin.
Little Muffin's gonna die anyway, like, so. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I do like dogs, and I do like I know a lot of people that if you haven't got insurance, spend a lot of money on keeping their animals alive, but it's just like they've got this dilapidated dog. What type of quality of life is that? Do you know what I mean? Don't know if it's the right choice financially, and having a dog that's just suffering. Nah, that's not. I don't think it's right.
I guess I have changes to make to my painting. There is talent in this room. I can see a few of these on the walls of great galleries.
I don't know if I
Portrait
can. I
painting
think the
is dying.
paintings here are shit.
Everyone has a camera now, and that gives them an agency over how the world sees them.
And the world laps up these illusory images. Just look at Ziggy Ray and her cult-like following.
The safety net of fame meant that she could relinquish that agency to Nikki's paintbrush on her own terms.
Nikki's been married, what, 10 years now?
Relationships are complicated.
I wouldn't know. Jamie.
Morgan?
Jamie, are you okay?
No, not really. I'm abandoning everyone. It's not right. It's not good for Charlie.
I thought you said this was the last time.
One final push and then you can retire.
Focus entirely on your family.
If he hasn't broken up by then.
Mummy,
Darling, what are you doing up?
there are people shouting outside my room.
What?
Huh? What the hell?
What's going on out there?
Jamie? Charlie?
Morgan?
Everything's gonna be all right, guys. Just... Dorian, that's my sister and nephew.
They'll be all right. Police response time for the wealthy is 3 times quicker than the average. On another note, your phone passcode. 1992. Why did you choose it? 1992 was the year that Francis Bacon died, but that's a bit obscure and macabre.
1992 was the year I first visited a portrait exhibition at Argyle Manor. It was set up by a genius curator named Finlay Fairborn. This is where I fell in love with portraiture as a kid. As I grew up, Finlay took me under his wing and I worked at his exhibitions every summer until I could take over the business. I worked by his side until his dying day. I feel comfortable around portraits. I'm never alone.
You've needed their company.
My parents weren't around a lot. And Jamie and I looked out for ourselves. Although we took different paths, we support each other, come what may.
One of the great disappointments of adulthood is when those you trusted as a child drift away in the name of self-interest.
Mate, that's what
Even
happens.
family.
Well, you cannot be angry at that.
That was so eloquently phrased, it felt...
If you are that bothered that people are drifting away, it's not that they're drifting away, it's that you're not doing enough to stay close. Do you know what I mean? If you feel people in your life are drifting away, then how about you drift towards them? Or is that too fucking complex? And she's saying they're drifting away instead of self-interest. I say, if you don't drift towards them because of self-importance, then you can go and get fucked.
Personal. Strike a nerve, did I?
Mood lighting.
I want to seduce her. Come on, baby.
I think you feel alone, don't you? You've taken matters into your own hands because no one would support your talent. I'd have displayed your work here. I still could. I like you, Dorian.
Stop looking at me like that.
Like what?
this guy's suggestion technique's the worst.
Get back in your pose.
Yeah, baby. Go on, do it. Give her some coke as well. What a banger! But it doesn't matter because the chair's not detonate. It's not a real pressure point, is it?
No, Dorian. Dorian, no, Dorian.
This guy's a bit of a coward.
You moron. Did you really think I'd be such a cliche? Unlike you, I have no vices. The PAD bomb wasn't real, but this is. No more tricks. I am going to finish my painting, and you are going... Sir? Who is that?
I don't know.
Sir? It's Sergeant Robin Latif.
I know you're in there. I can hear your voices. Please open the door.
It's a policewoman.
No shit. Follow my lead. Sir? Evening. Oh, do you mind if I...
Oh, we are outside. Where's the curator?
Just in here. Morgan!
Everything all right?
Thing is alright. Why wouldn't you? She came out first. This guy's not restricted in any way. He came out behind her. She wasn't even looking. Just put her in a rear naked choke while explaining to the copper she's got a gun, she's holding me hostage. You know what I mean? As well, because the coppers in England don't have guns, so it's not as if they could shoot you. She would be out for the count. Simple as that.
Of course.
All good. Why have you stopped by?
There's been a sudden spate of antisocial behaviour in the area. We wanted to check up on you.
Oh, well, people must be taking out their frustrations. It's been a tough couple of years, Sergeant. That is a sergeant's badge, right? My sister...
However, I am thinking... Nah, because the old policeman had radios as well. Yeah, if we did alert it here, you'd probably get back to Central Command, wouldn't
This is an inspector, so I know the Met Police ranks quite well.
May I ask, who are you?
Oh, well, this is embarrassing. She's caught us here, babe.
Your partners?
Yeah, to all intents and purposes, but you'd have to hold a gun to this one's head to make it official.
Yes, Sergeant. It's extremely unprofessional, but we can only see each other here. We both still live with our parents, you see.
London prices, eh?
Well, hopefully we'll get our own place soon. It's creepy in there. It feels like the portraits are watching you.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Well, I can look up, hun. Where's your partner?
In the car. minding the radio.
Sounds like a busy night. I'll leave you to it, Sergeant.
Is your sister still with the force?
No, she just got laid off, actually.
No, sorry to hear that.
Lowest number of police on the streets for 40 years. Cuts, eh? It's the people who suffer at the end of the day. Good night. Well done. No one got hurt.
Yeah, as well, right? Like, this guy had plenty of time to prepare to smash her head in as she came back in the building. You know what I mean? Like, it just wouldn't happen, would it?
I want to hang around for a bit. Something's off.
Oh, they're a gorgeous couple, Sarge. No need to be weird about it.
A little bit.
Reports of a crowd marching through Morsham Estate on Stanhope Road. All nearby units, please respond.
Oh, another one.
If that policewoman had sussed you, would you have killed her?
I try to avoid death, but the choice isn't always in my hands.
So you have rules?
I have ambitions.
If you're trying to teach me some sort of lesson, there's far more immoral people in this city.
Well, their comeuppance is coming too.
How do I survive tonight?
You could start by proving that some part of you still cares about the art.
And what if I don't?
You might surprise us both. Tell me about more of these paintings. Stand, if you want.
You know, this is the only portrait I've painted that I've ever exhibited.
I thought you didn't rate yourself.
I don't. But I wanted to paint this subject. He posed for this 2 months before he died. I accentuated the high-key lighting by using vermilion. He knew the end was close and he didn't want me to sanitize that. To show the reality of age, but also a life well lived.
Such dignity. What else?
There are many faces in this painting. It gives us that feeling of claustrophobia that we know, so we only see her face. Tightness, together. Another form of restriction, combined with the flattened perspective. Flashes of red pulls this. It gives this contemporary painting a 1920s feel. It's even something by I love the clever use of simple lines over a textured background. Muted tones of the subject. The background and the body separated into three distinct parts. Serene, contemplative, high contrast.
It's a load of bullshit or critic in it. Oh yes, separated by the lines and the straight stature of her face in the empty moonlight where the moon doesn't even shine. What the fuck does that even mean?
What portraits should be.
What a load of dog shit.
You're right. There's talent here. I'd lost sight of that.
What about this one?
A technicolor version of the Mona Lisa. Formally, it's faithful, down to the use of sfumato, the blurred smoothing of outlines that defined Leonardo's masterpiece. The same painter did the piece that hangs in the cellar.
So androgyny is their motif.
How so? Mona Lisa is a woman.
Well, in popular normative opinion, yes. But it's actually a combination of Lisa Gherardini and Salai, Leonardo's male assistant and lover. Da Vinci saw that gender was the greatest veneer of all, and that true humanity has no such boundaries. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I would.
Oh, she's loving life
Sit
now.
back down.
Just getting wet at the thought of me being an art critic.
You seem on edge.
Perceptive as ever.
Do you want to smoke? I'm not stopping you. I'll allow it.
Oh, he's hitting it hard, isn't he? That was a pretty cool shot in all fairness.
Bet you're hungry, huh?
Oh mate, I got smashed at Chinese right now.
Hope you like chow mein.
I love chow mein.
Would have preferred pad thai.
Well, you snooze, you lose.
Wouldn't fancy eating it with chopsticks though. Or a fork gets the job done much better.
Sounds exciting. Let's go check it out.
Are they looking for you?
No. There'll be others out there tonight with far less subtlety than me.
Others?
Oh, she is ravenous tonight.
You've got a nerve.
Should have been here hours ago.
I've had a lot on my plate this evening.
Look, you little shit.
What I've done for you is unprecedented. All I asked for in return was a couple of fucking orgasms.
Nikki.
No. Maybe you think
You've outsmarted me or something.
yeah.
But you need to consider your position.
very carefully.
This isn't going to happen anymore.
What? Tonight?
Ever.
Have you noticed we've still got the briefcase? Briefcase wasn't nicked in this one.
I'm willing to let this slide if you...
Come over now.
You just don't get it. This is wrong.
I could ruin you if I wanted to. The future of your pissant exhibitions is riding on my painting.
Just as your future once rode on my exhibitions.
Oh, please. The world has seen my talent. I was always going to reach the top. You were just fortunate enough to be a stepping stone.
No one has a right to success. Most of the time, talent is redundant. It's about luck or privilege or who you fuck.
I'm pulling the plug.
I want my painting back first thing.
Hello, Nikki.
Who the fuck are you?
All you need to know is that my uncle is the editor of the country's biggest tabloid.
Blackmail? Seriously, Morgan?
Sexual coercion doesn't play well these days, Nikki.
You have no proof.
Oh, wanna bet? Morgan's told me every lascivious detail, and my recording of this call will corroborate them. Don't call again.
You're not getting the portrait back.
Sorry. I couldn't stand her inhumanity any longer. Let's get back to work.
Yeah, she probably would have noticed the flag. We're just being nice to her. I want to see how it ends. We know what happens if she doesn't like you. You die, right? So let's try and get max rep. Max reps.
Is it done?
Almost. I think it would garner a lot of attention on one of these walls. Remind me how many customers you had yesterday?
Oh.
About 5 or 6. Something negligible.
If even a fraction of these likes turn up in person, your business is saved.
And perhaps portraiture will become relevant again. For a short while, at least.
It's astounding the clout these influencers carry.
For better or worse, a leader can govern through social media.
I wonder how far such a monopoly on society's attention could go. Sway elections, expose corruption,
But it can though, can it?
change the world. They are the dictators of our culture. Our new monarchs, regaled by legions. What a world we live in. What's your view on social media, Morgan?
Does it matter?
All your opinions matter to me. Go on,
We'll go with art.
I'm listening.
Regardless of what we think, these influences evoke the full gamut of emotions. Joy, anger, lust, jealousy, empathy. It's no different to the work of Da Vinci, Velasquez, Van Gogh, Bacon, Savile, Freud, Wiley.
Oh, bullshit. They don't have the talent of those artists.
Eliciting emotion is the true talent of any great artist. Social media gives everyone the opportunity to make their own art.
I respect your interpretation.
Yeah, you better respect it.
So where's the art in what you're doing tonight, Dorian? Was it the fake bomb under my chair? Your painting? Or something else?
Perhaps it's us. And what we're experiencing together.
You're like, bro, this is the weirdest date I've ever been on.
You know, I'm trying to enlighten you, Morgan.
And a shit job.
So you're a preacher?
Please. Religion repulses me. Theism gave rise to the hierarchical structures of power that plague humanity today. We're preconditioned to serve, and yet we're shocked by the greed of bankers and politicians scrambling to the top of the tree. It's been the same for decades, and it'll be the same for decades to come unless someone takes a proper stand.
Do you know when I hear people
What's
say
this
stuff
now?
like that? And like, so what's your goal? What do you want? What's the end goal?
I sometimes hold exhibitions involving light installations.
What's the theme?
The cycle of life. This one's childhood. Adolescence. Adulthood.
Stealth. stealthy baby.
I don't want this to end.
It will. Just as all life begins and ends. In darkness.
Oh, my man's like a ninja.
You didn't try to escape.
Hello, emergency service operator. Which service do you require?
Oh my god, get wrecked. Come on, mate. Man hits like a fairy.
I didn't want to tie you up like an animal. Well, I've taught you, and this is the thanks I get.
I don't owe you anything, Dorian. You're just full of hate.
Am I improving?
You know, it's only a matter of time before the police get here.
But I haven't finished.
Forget about your painting. What does it matter?
I want to see the
This is how
painting.
it's got to be.
It can't be just about the painting. What do you want?
That's a question that never gets asked of the people. Our generation has been through every upheaval. The cultural, technological, social, political, economic. And not once have we had an ounce of agency in our future. It's always been decided for us by the self-interested.
This is the thing, right? I know she's going on some sort of like political fucking rant, right? But her point previously was that all the bankers and all the people that work hard want to make more money and keep striving to the top of the tree. Okay. So now she's going on about we've never had the chance to fucking... We've never been asked what we want. Well, no, because that's not how it works. Like, you make what you want in life. Do you know what I mean? Like if she just wants to fucking sit about and fucking paint pictures all day and not do anything with her life, then crack on. Like, you can still have a good life doing that. You know what I mean? You don't need to make loads of money to enjoy a good life. It's if you view success as having loads of money and you are incapable of having loads of money, then that's your fault. If you've put so much value on having loads of money while neglecting everything else there is to enjoy in life, I think that's more of a you problem than a fucking society problem. You know what I mean? Let's see what else let's see what other bullshit she's got to say.
Ignorant. It's time to take back that agency.
Bro, you've got the agency of your own future. Simple as that.
Quick, get back, Sarge. We need to call for backup. We have a suspected armed hostage situation at Argyle Manor. Firearms unit required urgently.
We're working on dispatching an SCO-19 unit to you as soon as possible.
Working on?
You've watched way too many conspiracy theory videos, Dorian.
I chose your exhibition as a symbol. A place of hope, corrupted by the greed and inhumanity that consumes society.
You fucking psychopath. A single hostage in a meaningless art exhibition won't change anything.
Oh, but it's not meaningless this weekend, is it? The eyes of the world had turned to it, and that's what made it so perfect.
Perfect for what?
To be a small brushstroke as part of our larger piece.
Sorry, people, can you just stay back? Stay right back there. Phone down, please. Alex, what's happening?
Firearms have to be diverted. They're trying to get another unit out to us as soon as possible.
Diverted to where? What the hell's going on? I'm sorry, I said stay back. Alex, here, please. I know, it's very exciting, but please stay back, please.
When Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he shed tears, for there was nothing left to conquer.
Nice quote.
Thank you for being my part in our stand against oppression. Today is a statement, a catalyst for change.
Through brutality. That isn't a worthy catalyst for change. Change can be inspired, but you need a message powerful enough to unite all.
I disagree.
Leonardo da Vinci was born a peasant, so anonymous that his surname was merely the town he was born in. He committed his life to conveying a message through his art, and the world responded.
I wish a beautiful message was all it took.
The best way to inspire change is via brute force, but you've got to have enough people to do it. That's a banging picture.
If you'd just believed in me, we could have walked out of here together into a new Britain.
Did I not believe in her, like?
The bomb under your chair.
The one you lied about, you mean?
I may have bent the truth at times, but I never lied once in here. Goodbye, Morgan.
Wait, what does
Bro,
that
so we
mean?
don't even get to critique the picture.
Dorian? Dorian! Dorian!
Stop! Enough! Stay back!
Calm down, please.
Please, enough of that!
No, look. That's right. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Can anyone hear me? Hello? Help! I'm inside! Can you hear me? Help! Help!
We are presented with the portrait of a great society. It is a veneer, a lie. No petitions or marches will bring the change we need. We've been left with no option but violence. Today, our statements throughout London will echo around the world. Behold, our masterpiece.
Do you think she's gonna do it? I don't know if she is. I hope she does it. Oh, she didn't. It's weird, right? But I'll explain my reasoning on why force is the best way for change. Right, there we go. So we're just gonna have the credits, right? Well, Alt F4 there, right? So as I was saying is, what she did there, like, if you got like people like that going around exploding bombs like anonymously, that's going to inspire fuck all, because nobody's going to be on board with that, because there's no clear objective, there's no clear strategy for what they want or anything. It's just like, we want change. Okay, so what do you want to change? Oh well, we just want change. Well, that's not a good answer. It's pathetic. Why conquering with force is the best way for change is as long as your force is bigger and strong enough to conquer an entire region or entire group of people, that means that you can impose your rules, your values, which are already agreed because you're already agreed in that force of what objective you want to conquer. Sorry, what objective you want to achieve. You can conquer other people by force with that and impose your will on them. That's the best way for change. If you wanted to reset, you have to have a strong enough uprising to win. You have to be able to win the battle and the war. Simple as that. It doesn't come down to, there's no I wouldn't say there's any niche. There's no niche arguments for that. That is just the argument. If you want to, and also, well, that's what I'm saying about power. Like, even people in power, governments and stuff. Like, I know we do have democracy and we can vote on things, but at the end of the day, we can only vote on things that you're allowed to vote on. You know what I mean? If you aren't allowed to vote on something, then you don't have a say. You can protest and things, but protests don't really do much. It's you've just got to by show of force to make any great change. That's why no matter what government you bring into, in my opinion, I could be completely wrong. No matter what government you bring into power this day and age, they're all the same. They can't actually change anything. Their hands are tied on what they can change. There's nothing they can do. It's anybody that could inspire change will never be voted into power. Because once, like in the UK, there's like two political parties that have got a chance of winning anything. It's Labour and Conservative. There's also the Lib Dems, but they've got no chance anymore. And there's like other political parties. But the thing is, though, everyone thinks them other political parties are a joke. So they don't get many supporters. The people that already vote for Labour and Conservative, chances are most of them will vote Labour and Conservative even if it directly goes against everything they believe in, just because they've voted that one particular party for most of their life, because people aren't that involved in politics. So it's once it's a two-horse race, there's not going to be any other horses entering that race. It's an impossibility for anybody that wants to inspire true change to get into the political landscape. It's impossible for them. They can't do anything. They can't inspire any real change. They'll never get into that position of power. So the only way for anybody to change that is if it's via brute force. It's an army. Simple as that. Anyway, that's my rant. That's my thought on it. But what did I think of the game? I thought the game was pretty shit, to be honest. The choices were pathetic. It was a case of being friendly with being friendly with the terrorist or not. And both the 1981 and the 2001 story was exactly the same. Just the gender was opposite. Either the killer was a man or a woman, or the protagonist was a man or a woman. And I'm pretty sure you can play both of them exactly the same and get the same outcome. It was pretty bad. I did like the way that the camera clarity and everything was shot great. I liked it, because a lot of these FMV games, the camera quality is really bad, audio quality is really bad. It's quite good in this game. But other than that, I did find it quite interesting, but the choices were shite. Okay, lads, hope you enjoyed the episode. See you in another playthrough.